Hello everybody, Hyper Mario Sunshine here, back with some more Pokemon Legends Arceus. In the last episode, we did some requests and we finally met up with Volo and Kagita and got ourselves a Pixie Plate, which Kagita thought was a cutting board this entire time. And in this episode, let's touch the final wisp in this area, and everything in Jubilife Village is now completed in terms of its wisps. And in this episode, we are going to be heading back to the front gate, and we're going to be heading to the Celestica Ruins, but before we do that, there is quite a few things we need to do. First of all do you still have... No. Oh boy, I think I'm probably going to cut ahead until when we get that. The rest of the stuff there, because I do want to go over it now. I don't want to wait till last minute. We're also going to be fixing our movesets, so we're going to show you the results of that. And we're going to be going into our next outfit. Because, why not? I mean, we've worn these for quite a bit, and I'd rather change before we go. But, yeah, we're going to be doing all that, and then we're going to be heading out to the Celestica Ruins. So, we will see you guys just momentarily. Alright, while I was in the midst of trying to get the rest of the items to appear at Ginter's shop, Silene appeared at the frontier of the Galaxy Expedition Team headquarters. Akari, would you come with me for a moment? Yeah, and it triggers this cutscene automatically. Excuse me. Oh. So you came. Akari, are you aware why we call ourselves the Galaxy Expedition Team? I'm afraid you're not. Well, I mean, we've been here all this time, we never really knew what it was. As I expected. Allow me to explain. I am quite fond of likening things to stars. Such is how I describe the intellect and abilities of Silene and the others to our patrons. When explaining our plan to move to Hisui, I told them our members were as bright as shining stars. Hearing this, one of our Patreons said to him, I see you have yourselves a veritable galaxy then. Perhaps to curry favor, the commander then said he would name us the Galaxy Expedition Team. That is not quite right, Silene. I also thought it was a fine name. Alas, the name will not live on forever. Once life here in the region settles down, the role of the Galaxy Team will end. And once we are no longer needed, it is only natural that our team will be disbanded. That's kind of sad. The important thing is that people learn to live in harmony with Pokémon in this vast land. Our name hardly matters, is that not so? I promise you, I will pass down the name of our team and tales of its accomplishments to all my descendants. I see. I suppose that does sound like something you would do, Silene. Akari, forgive me for taking so much of your time. Please accept this as a sort of apology. A comet shard. Despite having fallen from the sky into this land, you have not once hesitated to help us. For that, I thought you deserved to know the story behind our name. I have high hopes for your continued efforts to help the people and Pokemon of Hisui. Alright, yeah, so they did give us a little bit of the origin of the Galaxy Expedition Team, but it does have a bit of a sad truth to it at the end. Not a sad truth, but just like a sad ending. So Silene does mention how she basically will pass this name down and all the tales and accomplishments of the Galaxy Expedition Team to her ancestors, well, her descendants rather. Confused ancestors and descendants for that moment, but to her descendants, so her child, and then her child's child, etc. So her all the way down to who she is the ancestor of Cyrus, the main villain of Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. And yeah, it's a bit sad because he was told about these great accomplishments, and he thought that using the team's name could be of or at least a similar name for the team could help him accomplish a similar manner that the Galaxy Expedition team. So, yeah, he used the Team Galactic as like a little basis of the Galaxy Expedition team. So yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that the Galaxy Expedition team kind of ends up getting its reputation ruined in a way. It's a bit sad. You know, all these accomplishments and whatnot from every single member from, you know, your Akari slash Ray, Professor Laventon, uh, of all the other members, including Commander Kamato and Captain Silene herself, it just kind of gets ruined because Cyrus just wanted to change the world, and yeah, it's just a bit sad. I'm not sure if the reputation is truly ruined, or if people just look at Team Galactic as something that was just not really a thing to look at, and just remember the actual good that came from the Galaxy Expedition team instead. So it's a bit of like a food for thought. Like, you know, is it a sad, like, you know, reputation ending tale, or is it a bit more? Was he really hoping to accomplish something great, similar to uh, his his ancestor Silene before him? But yeah. Anyways, we're gonna continue moving on. I'm gonna check if Yenter has any new stuff. Oh, he does, but he doesn't have what I want. So we will be right back until we get all of them. Apparently, I just have to catch 20 Pokemon each time, and his stock will reset. So we'll be right back for that. Sorry, this is taking a little while longer than I thought, but yeah. Also, before we do cut away, we are not going to be going to Mount Coronet quite yet because we still have two quests to do involving mythical Pokemon that we actually didn't really tackle down quite. Actually, wait, hold on. Scratch two. I meant one, and that is this one over here. The Sea's Legend. A report has been filed concerning a sighting of a mysterious Pokemon. The Sea's Legend. Ah, jolly good choice there, Akari. I see you've taken on that request I posted. Let me fill you in right away then. I was strolling along Prelude Beach the other day when I saw something swimming a little way out from the shore. Rather regrettably, it disappeared before I could snap a picture, but I can only assume that this mysterious swimmer was some sort of Pokemon. From the way it swam, it seemed to be drifting on the ocean's currents. Now, if I'm not mistaken, from the seas behind Jubilife, that would take it all the way to the Cobalt Coastlands. This rather leaves me wondering if the Pokemon was headed there for some specific purpose. Given the circumstances, I was thinking that if we spoke with good Warren Iscan of the Diamond Clan, we might learn more. Oh, he's already here. Interesting. I got your message, Professor Laventon. So, you're looking for a Pokemon that was swimming towards the Cobalt Coastlands, yes? Well, I'm very sorry, but I can't tell you much based on that alone. But, well, there is one thing I can tell you. I heard that long ago the Cobalt Coastlands was known as the East Sea, and a princeling Pokemon was said to live in the waters there. A story of a princeling Pokemon can be found in a tome called the Sea's Legend, but no one knows much about either the tome or its tale beyond what I've just told you. So, that's all I know. I guess I wasn't much help after all. Sorry about that. I'll take my leave here then. Well, not much there. Quite vague, in fact, but yeah, anyways, we'll cut ahead, get all the equipment needed from Ginter's shop, and then we will go see what this sea legend is all about. See if we could find out if this vague tale is truly real or not. So, we'll be right back once again. that entire time I was not reading that. You guys could read it, pretend I'm reading it if you guys could try putting my voice on the dialogue. If not, reading your own voice. Anyways, sorry about that. I am still looking for... we did get the mechanical tub. It's in the shop right now. But I do need to actually get it, and I don't have the money for it, so I'm just going around trying to find the money to get them. So, yeah, my bad, but we'll continue on afterwards. In the midst of this, it seems like this guy over here at the candy, rare candy spot. Now, before you buy a weak treat, lend me your ear a moment, would you, lass? I came up with a new treat using candy truffles, but it's caused me nothing but sorrow. Every last person who tries it says it's beyond saving, a complete disaster, utterly terrible. I've had to shelve this new creation, and there it remains in a salty puddle of my bitter tears. It'll likely never see the light of day again. It seems like I'll never be able to pull out a profit from my creation, but I'd at least like to share my recipe with someone, lest it be forgotten entirely. You like making things with your hands, don't you? I could share my recipe with you. I've got plenty of candy truffles to spare, but you'll need to bring some sootfoot and a springy mushroom and a hopoberry. Got it? Alright, we do have springy mushroom. We'll get one sootfoot and one hopoberry. Hopa we have inside the thing. Soup root. Doesn't seem like we have. I guess in the meantime, let's go take that out. Let's go all the way here. There we go. I think these are all the ones we have left. Sorry, oh my god. Like a random itch in my throat. I'm gonna take out the hopoberry. Put you away, put you away. Take out one of you. And we're gonna need a sootfoot root. Oh boy, we're gonna need to get one of those, huh? Do you have any? I know I didn't look, maybe I didn't look very carefully, but no you don't. Wow, that's one of the things you don't have. Do you have? You don't either, okay. Alright, so we're gonna be right back. We're gonna get the sootfoot, and we're also gonna see if we could get some more money out of this, but yeah. I'm sorry with all the cuts, it's just a very hectic episode. Alright, we're back with everything in tow. Let's go and see what we get out of the side quest. Also, I tend to see that this lady goes up to the shops whenever they have something. Alright. Ready to learn. Hand over the sootfoot root, the springy mushroom, hopoberry, then learn from the master. Got a swap snack. When eaten, this curious snack temporarily swaps offensive stats with defensive stats. Well, if that just isn't our famed Survey Corps recruit, took it like a Finion out of water. Swap snacks seem to swap around a Pokemon's offensive and defensive stats for the time being. It's a curious sort of mix-up. Not sure what I was going for, but life serves up all kinds of surprises. And you Survey Corp folks end up fighting all sorts of different Pokemon, don't you? If anyone can find good use for my swap snacks, I'm sure it would be someone like you. And we got that. Yeah, I'm having some massive difficulties trying to get this, so I'm gonna try hurrying up as much as possible, but we'll see what I could do. So, yeah. I had my audio off that whole time. I was saying that, yeah, after multiple attempts of my Grit Rocks and everything else was sold off, and I got all that money, and also just trying to go back and forth catching 20 Pokemon and coming back. After all that, we did it. We have gotten every single one of them, and yeah, we also got two shiny Pokemon that I did not even mean to get. We got a shiny Bidoof, and I evolved it to a B-Barrel, and we also got a shiny Shells. I did not even try hunting for these. I just ran into them when I was just trying to catch the 20 Pokemon just so that I could switch over. I would go to massive outbreaks, and also tried to go there just to get some money as well. I had to grind quite a bit, but it wasn't an exceedious kind of grind. But anyways, let us go finally. We got all 5 of them, and we do have Nelward here because these 5 items here are related to Nelward. As you can see, here they are. And yeah, this one was the most expensive one at 100k. So yeah, we're going to go over what it is. Rotom's forms. It's got 5 of them in total. And some other ones are inaccessible because they are just, for show, like, the Rotom Pokédex and the Rotom cameras. Anyways, first off of the 5 is... Where? Oh. We'll let Rotom investigate it, and... entered into the motor to get Heat Rotom. So yeah, moves are changed, and it learns Overheat now. So yes, Heat Rotom is the first of the 3 to go through. So yeah, all these form Rotoms share the same base stat total. Like, they share the same stats throughout the board. And that's pretty good. That stats change from Rotom, and it increases when it goes into these forms. So yeah, when it becomes Heat Rotom, it obviously becomes Fire and Electric. So it loses the Ghost type because now it is having an appliance that takes its control of its type. So yeah, if you check the moves now, or rather, if you check the stats, yeah, the stats changed around a little bit. And as you see, base stat for regular Rotom from my previous bio, it is at 440, but when it goes into Heat, Wash, Frost, Fan, or Mow, it gets to 520, and it increases its defense, special defense, and special attack by a lot. It does lose a little bit of that speed that it once has. It gains a little bit more attack, and its HP remains the same, but that special attack being boosted is really good on any choice here. So yeah, Rotom here, when it's Heat Rotom, becomes a Fire Electric type. Next up on the list is the Refrigerator here. And if you have Rotom and get into that, you get Rotom Frost. And it becomes an Electric Ice type, and it forgets Overheat and knows the move Blizzard. Again, very solid. Again, they all have the same typing on each of them. The next one over here is the Washing Machine, and if we select Nelward once again, we're going to be going through each of them one by one, and I probably will let you know who I'm probably going to be switching out every now one of them. But yeah, we got Rotom Wash, and they learn Hydro Pump. Next up is this one over here, and from Rotom Wash, we get, instead, Rotom. And it learns Leaf Storm instead. Now, it's really good that a lot of these are special attack focused because, its highest base stat total, well, its highest stat is indeed the special attack. And lastly, the Fan. This one was the most expensive one at 100k. And letting it in, we get Rotom Fan. And it gets Air Slash. Definitely not the strongest, but it definitely has a really good typing because it is now Electric Flying. So yeah, if you guys are wondering which one I am going to be sticking with the most, I think I'm going to be switching around between these 3. Fan, Heat, and Frost. And you know what? I think Frost might actually be the best one to go to right now. So yeah, we're going to stick with that for now, but I'm going to be using all three of those the most. We already have a water and a grass type. We don't really have a flying ice or a fire type, so I think we're pretty much set over there. Anyways, now that that's done, after such a long grind, we are going to be heading off to dun, 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 the Cobalt Coastlands. And we're finally going to be taking on the request of the Seas Legend. Also, I guess before we go, we could report on that one guy about Ghastly, because, yeah, I didn't notice this entire time that I had Ghastly at a level 10 research level. So, I think I'm going to go quickly report to him, complete our mission. Or is it this guy, I think? Yes, it is. Ooh, you gathered lots of data on Ghastly, have you? Let's see now. So, it's all recorded in your Pokédex of yours, alright then? Mushrooms, eh? Well, I'll be. It says here that Ghastly likes to eat mushrooms of all things. That's not a bad thing. Mind, it's just more of a lot more tame than I was expecting. And here I was thinking that ghosts love nothing more than to snack on unsuspecting humans. You know, it's funny, I'm actually rather partial to a new mushroom stew myself. Maybe Ghastly aren't so ghastly after all. Hey, Dad, what you doing there? Ah, Conlon! You talk about work again? Don't forget, you gotta take the day off tomorrow. You promised me you'd take me to see the ghosties at Prelude Beach, right? Right, remember? Of course, your old dad remembers, kiddo. I never let work get in the way of our ghost hunt. I'm really looking forward to it. Yay, I'm gonna catch a ghostie and show it to all my friends. Bye! You know, he was just putting on a brave face because you were here. Anyway, I owe you one, kid. I get the feeling my boy will be just fine tomorrow. Getting to know ghosts. We got a linking cord as well, which is pretty fitting because of Ghastly. Anyways, now that... Oh yeah, since we're heading to the Cobalt Coastlands as well, I do have Machoke finally at level 10 as well. So go report that. I think I do have another... Oh, we also have Bergmite at level 10 as well. Let me just check real quick on our missions. Do you want to sort this out? Yes, we could. Okay. We got Machoke, we got Bergmite, and I think that's about it for those the finding out the levels. Everything else is... Oh yeah, and I guess we need to share them sometime in the future. But yeah, we're almost done with the mainline request. Everything else is going to be Solitude by then. So, let's finally head out to the Cobalt Coastlands. Show the guy our Machoke research, and see where the Sea of Legend is. So yeah, Nelward is finally, I think, going to be really good. I mean, it's already been pretty useful, like, you know, helping us, like, set up paralysis since it's really fast. It doesn't lose a lot of speed, so, yeah, that's actually really good that we have an ice type now as well, because some of these guys can't really hit the types that we're trying to go for. Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, Thunder Wave, Dark Pulse. I think we'll remove Shadow Ball for now, because we don't really have the stab anymore. And plus we already have other Pokemon that know Shadow Ball as well, so... There we go. So yeah, the Machoke guy should be around here where all the other, like, Machoke and Machops are. And it kind of reminds me, I wonder if that, like... never mind, that's just some weird headcanon I was going to be thinking of. I was like, what if this guy's the ancestor of the guy that's in what's it called? Vermilion City. Not Vermilion. Is it Vermilion? Can't be Vermilion. I think it's Vermilion. It has to be Vermilion. Okay, I'm thinking right. I always confuse for some reason Vermilion and Celadon. And, not Celadon, Vermilion and Fuchsia City for some reason. And, yeah, I was remembering correctly. Vermilion, so, like, that one guy's making construction in Vermilion City with his Machop in both the Kanto games and the Johto games. Where is this guy? I'm right on top of him? Oh. Well then. Did you complete Machoke's Pokédex entry? Please show me. So, it likes grain, huh? It certainly has a sturdy and powerful body. It would be a perfect addition to this construction corps. But then again, it's very stereotypical for Machoke and Machop to be in construction sites and whatnot. Thanks to you, I was able to catch a Machoke. I guess I owe the Survey Corps one. It really seemed to enjoy the grain cake I threw at it. I promised we'd feed it lots of grain dishes. And seems to be enough for it to help us. Macho! You know, the recent exploits of the Survey Corps are what inspired me to get help from Pokemon in the first place. Keep up the good work, you hear? Or maybe this guy is the start of the company that helps people move into the Hoenn region. I had to go from one theory to the other. Anyways, now that that's done... Oh, I did mark some place on my map because that's where I saw... that's where I saw a wisp. And I did mark a few places for it. Let's see here. Oh yeah, we have to afterwards check on the Sea of Legend one. Anyways, get this real quick. 6 remain in the area. Yeah, I think we have a total of like 71, I think, right now. So we're... there's 108 in total, so we have to be wary of that. So let's just check on the Sea of Legends real quick. Or the Sea's Legend. We get 3 Comet Shards because of that, too. Uh-huh. Okay. I am confused by that. I know that there's a specific thing to use, but I don't remember precisely what it is. Huh. I know there's like some sort of riddle to it, and like Professor Laventon solved. Yeah, I remember this being pretty complicated, so I think I wonder if Professor Laventon has anything to ask about it. I know there's like a weird guide about it. Also, I'm getting notifications, so I want to mute that, please. Thank you. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I know the riddle now. So what we need to do... I'd like to see Pokemon. And we need these 3 specific Pokemon. We need a Buizel, a Mantike, and a Hisuian Quillfish. So let us get those 3. So yeah, this is very much similar to the... I guess the Hoenn games having its own, like, you know, needing 2 Pokemon like Relicanth in a certain spot and Wailord in the other. So, yeah, you need those 3. Buizel and Hisuian Quillfish. Where is Hisuian Quillfish? I know we caught some. Okay, here we go. Oh boy, we're going to lose some of these Pokemon knowing where they are right now. And... Where's the last one? Buizel. What? We don't have a Buizel? Alright, Plan B. Plan B. If we don't have a Buizel, that we could just catch one right now. Because, you know, they're literally right here. I'll just put you here. So, let's go catch a Buizel, and afterwards... we're going to head back to the Coastlands camp over here. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I know this is like a bit complicated. A lot of people had trouble with this, including myself when the game came out. I have only 4 Ultra Balls. And this one's sleeping. So I'll catch this one. Please, one try? Yes. So now that that's done, let us... Oh yeah, so I hope you guys have been doing well, as I was mentioning. Again, trying to grind a lot of these episodes out. Especially, I'm not really sure how I'm going to prepare myself for the Solitude episodes. If not, I probably will just make them bonus episodes and eventually get to them. Oh boy, I'm going to have a lot on my plate at the end, huh? Also, I think next week I'm going to be heading to Nintendo NY again for the Luigi's Mansion 2 event. I know I'm going there quite a bit, but I'm enjoying myself, so... by the time I'm recording this, so either that or Luigi's Mansion has already come out by this point. Anyways, with that, let us continue, and we have to wait now until the evening, and... oh, wait, we have to evolve Quillfish into... Oh, my God. Into Overquill. Crap. Well then, we have to evolve Hisuian Quillfish into, well, it's evolution Overquill, so... Either that, or we could just go find a massive mass outbreak and evolve it. Well, not evolve it, but just have it go there. So we need to do strong style on 20 things. Strong style. Wait, how many? What moves do you even have, anyways? Strong style Barb Barrage. So we need to do that on 20 things. That is very unfortunate, man. Alright, well, we'll be right back. That is very unfortunate. Like, we're already making a really good progress, but now we have this. So, we'll be right back. Alright, we are back. And, my god, there's a lot of cuts in this episode. I do apologize, but we do finally have Quillfish ready to evolve into Overquill. And you know what I just realized? I think catching that Alpha Overquill back during visiting each lake would have been way better. Anyways, we finally got Overquill, and this is going to be a great asset to what we have to do. So we have to use Basculegia now, and we are going to we're going to swim right through here. This little arch, I guess? The stone arch. We're going to swim right through that. You heard something that sounded like a cry and a boulder shifting in the distance. So yes, you're going to need those 3 Pokemon, as I mentioned, with you in your party. And the cry of a certain Pokemon is now being heard. And it said that a sound of a boulder moving. So there is somewhere in the Cobalt Coastlands that does fit that bill. And it's actually around this corner here. And yeah, there it is. That once closed off hole is now opened up. Alright. And once again, the same pattern is here as well. Oh wait, oh. I think we accidentally went to the wrong thing. Wasn't it around here? I know it's around here. Do apologize for that. At least we got to see that, because we did not go over that one originally when we came here at first. Alright, yeah, I know it's around here somewhere. I think maybe further down from that one. So yeah, we're finally getting this last one, and then finally we're going to continue our search with Volo. I believe it should be right over there. I completely forgot this part of the map, so yeah, this little hole was blocked off. And I do recommend switching out... oh, it's just its entire own cave. Okay, I do recommend saving. I highly recommend saving. Okay, we got that. And obviously start off with your best Pokemon here. Anyways, we'll start with Nelward. Let us go in. Here we go. We have Fion and, most importantly, Manaphy, the Sea Prince. Manaphy's level 50 here. You're going to have to battle each of them, and this does get a bit hard. The most important thing is to take out the Fions first, honestly. Or catch them. So, let's start off with Fion first. Fion is basically, essentially, a clone of Manaphy in a way. It's a very inferior Manaphy. It's still got the same water typing. It doesn't have the impressive moveset that Manaphy does, or at least to the degree that Manaphy does. And it has basically a lesser base stat total than Manaphy as well. Manaphy's just way better in every way. I guess if you really like Fion, I would only recommend it for Fion lovers, but I can't really recommend it over a lot, so yeah. Next up is the more important one, Manaphy! This thing is amazing. I know a lot of people tend to joke how it's so close to being broken, but never truly broken. But Manaphy is an absolute amazing water type. Again, base stat total is 600, like most mythical Pokemon. It has hundreds across the board. Its water typing is great. It's got a really good ability and moves as well. And I guess if you're a big fan of like Pokemon Ranger, the Temple of the Sea, or if you just really like Manaphy, or heck, it's a really good solid water choice if you don't have one. So I would recommend it. It's not something to just pass off, but yeah. Let's see here. I do want to catch one of the Fions, though. I do. Oh boy, I should have gotten more Pokeballs before this. Oh no. I should have really gotten more Pokeballs before this. Especially now that I could just buy them. And I don't have to worry about being low on money and trying to get each Rotom furniture. Manaphy's okay, Manaphy didn't decide to attack us. Really? So yeah, the battles with them are always going to be involved with one Manaphy and 3 Fion. I guess the Fion are kind of acting like little bodyguards to the prince here. Oh man, I just came up with such a perfect nickname for a Manaphy. I actually like the nickname of it. I nickname it Finn. It's 2 reasons why I nicknamed it Finn. The first reason that being that I'm a wrestling fan, and the thought that came in my head was Finn Balor, because he was known as the Prince, as like one of his aliases. And obviously because Finn is like, you know, a part of an aquatic animal, so yeah, I thought it was pretty funny, like, that thought. That's why I was like, oh, that's a pretty funny nickname. Anyways, alright, we are back, and you could apparently do that just to ease the tensions with Manaphy. Oh my god! I don't care how many times it's going to take for me to get you. There we go. And let's try this again. Because honestly, that is way easier than just battling 4 at once. And there we go, we got Fion. That is 1 down. Why not? Let's get a second one. Alright. You're dazed and confused. And back strike. There we go. That's 2 down, 1 to go. And yeah, that is a really quick way to get Man. I think Manaphy might have a very hard catch rate. Let's just see. If not, we'll try to do it the regular way. Oh, never mind. Report back to Professor Laventon to share what you learned of Manaphy. And we could just jump right ahead, because we don't need to travel back. I like how he shows both areas. Like, you could just... There's 2 Professor Laventons. Oh no. Which one's the real one? Alright. I see you've caught your mysterious swimmer, so it was Manaphy all along. It seems Manaphy here is a migratory Pokémon drifting to and fro across the sea since long ago. At least that's what it says in the sea's legend. I had a jolly hard time getting a hold of this tome, but it seems that it was worth it in the end. Sea's legend is complete, and we got 3 comic shards. And they're sent to the storage, thank God. Anyways, I guess in the meantime, we will fly all the way here, because there is another wisp over here, and we'll end off. So, anyways, love my videos, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe to my channel, I really appreciate it. Next time on Pokemon Legends Arceus, we have nothing else to do. I think it's about time we see what Volo wants to see at the Celestica Ruins. And meet up with him there. And we'll also probably have a new outfit as well and a new hairstyle. Because we're nearing the end. So, we'll see you guys then.